Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Girl Talk with Issy. So, for today's conversation, it's going to be all about how Nigerian youths can really thrive in society. I'm sure most of us that live in Nigeria know that it is not easy, it is a challenge. There are many difficulties, but it is definitely possible to still make something of yourself. So, I'm really looking forward to have this conversation. So, just give me a few seconds, I'll invite our guest in and we will begin. Hello to the people joining in. Nice to see you.
Oh,
Hi,
hi.
Chika.
I used to find out to say the same thing.
Oh, your hair looks so nice.
Thank you.
Wow, I
Thank
love
you.
that
Thank you.
color.
Okay. I think I have to go that way. Sorry. Pardon me. This is my first time doing it. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Hi to the people
How
joining
is this? Is
in.
this better?
Yes, it's good. Your hair.
Yay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I really like this color. What color is that?
Thank you. It's a blend of about three colors, I think.
Okay.
There's orange, there's brown, and then there's a bit of burgundy. So it was three colors.
Wow, I feel like I want to get braids in that color. It's really nice.
You should try. One of the few things I like to do is play
Yeah,
with hair color. That's one of the things I
me
enjoy doing.
too.
Let me take a picture.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you too. Okay, so everybody, thank you for joining in. Like I said, our conversation is all about how Nigerian youths can really thrive and develop in society. I know that coronavirus has brought some challenges and difficulties, but even before coronavirus, living in Nigeria is not easy and there are the usual problems that we go through. So as a youth, how can you just remain encouraged and still go after what you want? So that is what the conversation is all about. And I'm excited to have you here, Chika.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
excited to be here. This is my
Yes.
first live ever.
Ooh, and I know you're going to
I'm feeling I won't freeze at any point.
I know you're going to kill it, so it's no problem. So for the first question, I want you to really let us know what are some relevant skills that Nigerian youths need to develop.
Right. I think I would take this from two angles: soft skills and then hard skills.
Mm-hmm.
So for soft skills, I mean, take it from me, please. I am no professional. I am talking based on experience, my personal experience, and so just learn from how much I have known so far. So as part of the soft skills that I think that every Nigerian youth needs to have is resilience. You need to have the spirit, whether it's a spirit, whether it's a skill, you need to learn it. You need to be resilient because the world of work, the workplace is not a place that has easy landing. It doesn't welcome you with warmth. It welcomes you with a lot of uncertainties, and so you need to be ready for those things that's going to bring your way. And another thing I think you need to develop is a positive mindset. So
Yeah.
take for example, you're coming to the world of work and then obviously you're not blessed with the opportunities that you're seeking. You need to have the positive mindset to push beyond rejections, to push beyond criticisms and the likes. And so these are two relevant skills I think that are important with regards to like soft skills that people need to have and build over time. And then also character. Character is really important. As a person, you need to build character. When people relate with you, what kind of energy do you give up and give off? Are you the person that has learned over time to be resilient, or have you chosen to just um be lax about the system because the system is built not to favor you, and so therefore you just let loose and then let go? I just think that these are really important things that you need to have. Then on the hard skills side, I will tell you, now is the time to develop skills that are relevant in, forgive me, technology.
Yeah.
Forgive me. Because um, the world has gone remote. Life happened this year and we realized that we needed to function from home. So I think it's important that we take skills, whatever skill set is relevant in the tech industry, go there and plant yourself. Digital marketing,
Yeah.
front end development, back end development, UI, UX. Go there, learn, just do it, move at the pace at which the world is moving, and you will excel really.
Yes, thank you. Everything you just said, like, I really love it. I love the fact that you talked about character and resilience, because the truth is
Thank
that, you
you.
know, when you've graduated and you're doing your NYSC service here, everybody is excited, they are happy, you get the certificates. But the truth is that it's not everybody that will immediately get a job after service year. Like, life is hard and things get real. Like, a lot of people go through a lot of struggles and depression because it's like, okay, how do you enter the job market? So what you really said about character and having a positive mindset, it means a lot, because it took me some time before I entered the job market. And then again, I still had to, because I changed job, and then I still had to wait before I now got a new opportunity. So having that resilience is really important, because if not, the whole challenges and situation will frustrate you. And also what you said about developing your skill sets, like, it is key, especially this day and age, because everybody's working at home. Digital marketing, people in content creation are in demand, because everybody is trying to engage with social media. So try to really be up to date with that. Like, that is so important for youth. So also I want to talk about, like, how can the youth really position themselves to get in the field of their choice, to really get the jobs and opportunity.
I'm sorry, please take that question again.
Yes, I want to know, how can the Nigerian youth really position themselves to really get the opportunities that they want and get into the field that they want to?
Fantastic. So I think that one thing that Nigerian youth needs to do is take advantage of personal branding. The fact that we all have social media is a great time for you to brandish yourself, brandish your skills. Let people know what you do. Now is not the time to be quiet about your skill set. And more importantly, try to plant yourself in that place or company where you want to be. So take, for example, if you have interest in a particular firm, go on LinkedIn, in social media. We're living in a day and age where we have like this vast space with knowledge and just access to it. And so there's something called Google, there's something called LinkedIn. Go there, search. I want to work for, take for example, you want to work for Google, or you want opportunities in Google. Go there, search. In fact, I know that on LinkedIn, there is a button that you can click on, and then you'll be informed of any opportunities that that firm that you've indicated interest in posts an opportunity. And so there's that also network. Beyond just planting yourself in the place, it's networking. But before you can even do any of this too, you need to be a person of value. So before you're even trying to situate yourself or even trying to speak to people with regards to the kind of recruitment or seeking opportunities, what are you bringing to the table? So first, have you developed the skills that you need? What exactly are you bringing to the table? And while you're doing that, network and be genuinely invested or interested in people. Don't come as an opportunist. So don't come from the stance of, oh, I want. So you're taking, and you're not giving to people. That is wrong. If you do that, you probably will not push beyond like, I don't know, you might not push through or break through in that relationship. So but if you're genuinely invested in people, I can tell you for a fact that people would want to relate with you beyond just the superficial, beyond just the ordinary, knowing full well that you're invested in them. And so I think that these are really important steps that people need to take, especially with regards to when they intend to move into a certain industry or move into a certain space and they're seeking a certain opportunity. These will really help.
Yeah, thank you. Also, I see Festus commenting on, he's quoting you, young people need to take personal branding seriously. Yes, actually key takeaway, personal branding is serious. Because I feel like these days, some people, we come on social media and you think it's all fun. Social media is fun. But honestly, before waiting for connections, before waiting for family members to get you a job, social media is the place for you to start telling people, this is what I'm doing, or to start putting your out there, because you really don't know. I mean, honestly, the recent opportunity I got as a community engagement associate, my employer was telling me that he really looked into my profiles, like, in depth. And he was not like, the stuff you are doing really aligns with what our organization is doing. So it's through my content creation that Luke got me the opportunity. He was like, I looked at your blog, I looked at your Instagram page, and I could see your creativity. And that is what we need in our team. So social media is fun, but honestly, like, what you are doing is your brand, like you said. So people perceive you through your work. So what are you actually putting on social media? Is it all fun and games? Or can people say, oh, I see what this girl is doing, I see what this guy is doing, and yeah, I think this is the kind of person I want. So use your branding well. And also what you said, be of value. I love that. Like, you have to have something that people think is worthwhile. And also just be genuinely interested in people, which I know is not easy these days because everybody is busy, everybody has their own lifestyle, but you have to show what are you interested in somebody else. How can you also be of value to them? When I connected with this wonderful TV host, Abigail, like, and she helps me to just even produce some content to motivate other people, because I really admire what she was doing. I also tell her that I would love to also help and support her in her own way. So it's not just her helping me, but also we are maintaining the relationship to know that whenever she needs any help or support in her organization, I will be there and lend my services to her. So really just try to build that relationship with others by networking is really key. Don't just be waiting for extra connections or your parents to come and get you government job. Like you really have to help yourselves. So I want us to also talk about like some challenges that some Nigerian youths can go through that is really stopping them from getting to where they want to be.
Okay, so one of the things that I would think about, especially with regards to the challenges that people go through, one would be access to these opportunities. So, as much as I would like to think that everybody's internet savvy, everybody's tech savvy, everybody has a digital device, the truth of the matter is not everybody does. We are like one of the privileged people. And so, because I mean, if you go beyond Lagos, you realize that the concerns of people are different. Some people, so take for example, we are here talking about opportunities and how we want to break through with regards to getting access and then opportunities and all that stuff. And when you step out and probably go to like, not even far, go to, I don't even want to shade any area or anything, but there are certain locations you will go to and you realize that the struggles are different. What people are saying, hi Ike, what people are saying are different. Like the struggles differ. And so access to the opportunities, here we are, we can talk about these things because we have access to them, but how about people that do not have access to the internet, that people do not have access, they don't have good phones, they don't have data and all that stuff. And so I think that the first thing that can deter people from growth is access to this information. And then the second thing I would like to think about is, when you think about it, still in line with access, but this time around is the infrastructure. So take, for example, the infrastructure is not put in place to ensure that this access, people gain this access in the various locations that they are in. What then happens? And so now, beyond even the person and their willingness, it's now become a situation whereby even the state itself is stalling their growth, right? Now, the first two I've mentioned are with regards to the environment. Now, I'm going to talk about individuals. When you're looking at yourself, I think the first thing that will deter you is your mindset. Your mindset. I was having a chat with a person today, with a friend of mine today, and we're talking about, so she wrote a book, a guide, about nutrition and the likes, and most part of the book was just about postpartum and the likes. And I was asking her, I said, hey, you look amazing in pregnancy. How have you been able to maintain such body? And she's like, you know what? I think that what's helped me the most is nutrition and mindset. And I told her, thank you so much for saying mindset, because some people will tell you, oh, it is just diet. But the truth of the matter is, whatever it is you say, whatever you tell your mind, whatever it is you tell your body listens. So if you tell yourself, I will not be able to make it, to be honest, will you? You won't, because that's all your body has heard. That's what your mind has conceived. That's all your mind has consumed. But if you look beyond just that, I know this sounds like aspire to perspire, but I bet you it is not. And so, those are the two things that when it comes to mind, that's what I think that can deter a person from getting to their certain goals. And so that's it.
See, mindset is key. And the thing is that, like in Nigeria, sometimes I hear people just saying that this country, you will not get anything. They will just frustrate you. It's only if you have connections. And that kind of mindset is also stopping you from opportunities. Because I know some friends who are saying that the government, they are not helping anybody. How will I do it? What will I do? And it's like that mindset is what is stopping you. Instead of focusing on the whole big general picture of the issue with government and stuff, focus on what you can do and people around you. Like mindset is key. I know that Nigeria is challenging, like you said, but if you are telling yourself that you are defeated, you're not going to get anywhere. You actually have to instill some hope in you, even if it's just a small amount. You just really have to tell yourself that, okay, I'm going to try to find a way to make this for myself. And I really do get inspired by a lot of these creative, because so many people are really trying to take charge. There are so many creative people putting their products out there, building their own businesses. And what stops anybody else from doing that? You know, you just have to tell yourself it's possible for you to get there.
Yeah.
So I also want to talk about the whole issue with, unfortunately, everybody knows that Nigerians, we have some bad reputation when it comes to
Yes, we do.
is, and we all know what everybody, know what I'm talking about now. So when it comes to all these fraudsters and Nigerians being involved in that, like, what are your thoughts on that?
Man, it's sad
Yes.
because here we are, they're like other youths trying to make
Yeah.
headways amidst all of the whole challenges that are posed against everyone.
Yeah.
And then some other people are taking the back door. And
Exactly.
beyond that, taking the back door, they are ruining opportunities for other people.
Yes.
And it's really saddening. It's
Yeah.
a saddening situation. And to be honest, I can tell you that I understand. I'm trying to refrain myself from using generic terms, but as a youth in Nigeria that knows what unemployment is, that is constantly doing the work in the unemployment
Mm.
space and helping youths with skill acquisitions and basically just opportunities, access to
Yeah.
opportunities, and how they can position themselves for things like that. We know the challenges that there are, but is that enough factor for you to now veer off and decide that, oh, the immoral way? It's not even about morals this time. It's just choosing that, oh, you want to now beyond just even I I won't say I wish that there was a way for you to do this fraud thing and not block the road for others so that you can eventually meet your Waterloo somewhere. Just don't stop others from doing what they need to do, because for me that's just like the heartbreaking part. The part that because one person in a nation or maybe a group of people in this particular country have gone against like the norm, what then happens is you shut the door for every other person to gain
That's
access
correct.
to it.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad already that our passport is green. Shutting the remaining doors is just, I'm just like, what
Honestly.
can we do? I
It
mean, we
creates
keep
that stigma.
trying.
That's one person that does it. It now creates the whole stigma that all Nigerians
Yeah,
are now this way. I
yeah.
know this lady was even telling me that when she goes out, she tells people that she's from Ghana. Just a Nigerian lady. She was that she's like, I tell people I'm from Ghana because I don't want anybody to look at me anyhow. So like that
Yeah.
reputation is terrible. And I know that people want money, but that whole fast money, fast lifestyle, at the end of the day, you're doing yourself because it will come back to you. Like if you're doing something that is not right, it will come back to you. So there are
Very true.
avenues to make ways to make money in a legitimate way. Let the youth not be so lured by the whole fast money, fast lifestyle stuff that they are trying to seek for to get, cash very quickly in ways that are terrible and bad. So like let's just try to find ways to get money in a legitimate way. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, can you like let us know what are the ways that Nigerian youths can really try to make their voices heard, to make an impact, so we stop this stigma of this reputation where Nigerian people are Yahoo Yahoo boys or like all these useless things that people are saying. Like, it's not every Nigerian. So, how can people try to make more of an impact?
Okay, so um, impact. The first thing I would say is because I am big on impact. At the same time, I am also big on doing work in your personal space. So when
Yeah,
you're looking to change the world, I've forgotten who the person was. Somebody gave it in a TED talk and said, if you want to change the world, start by making your bed.
yeah,
You've done one thing right
mm,
before thinking about the next steps to take. And
yeah,
so I sort of have worked with that ideology. If you're looking to change the world, start with your own space. If you
yeah,
have a concern with regards to unemployment or the unemployability of youth,
yeah,
start with your own space. Your circle of friends, are they all employable?
yeah.
Right?
That's a good point.
Start work in that space.
Mm,
And while you're doing it, don't forget your work cannot be silent, because that's not the way you get seen.
yeah.
Let people know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you crack, I'm not saying become, yes, I'm not even saying become your own trumpet. How do I put this? Blow your own
You
trumpet,
have to.
toot your own horn.
You have
Once you hit a certain landmark or have done something that's remarkable, share it with people, let them know.
to.
If you, whatever it is that you've encountered or you've done that is beyond the ordinary, share it. It's in celebrating those things that people begin to acknowledge that we are not all about evil, that there is more to these set of people. And so, yes, it still boils down to everything that we've been saying from the get-go. You need to get your personal branding right. You cannot do work and be quiet about it. People don't get to know you from silence,
Mm-hmm.
right? Take, for example, how did we get to meet? It was the day I finally decided to speak up
Mm,
on the call. That was when we were able to connect
yeah,
and then get this
that's true.
feeling. And so if I decided that silence was the best way to go and just had kept short all through, this will not be happening today. And you never know. I don't know who is even on the call watching right now that might want to reach out after this is happening. Do you get me? And so it is through personal branding. Perceptions are changed. People now know that, okay, people might be bad, but it doesn't all put them in that space. Some people are good, and so it's with that branding that people now begin to acknowledge that, okay, beyond just even the ills, there are people out there doing good work. And also, don't forget, work on your inner circle, your group of friends. Don't even look to change the world, change your circle. Let's start from there.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like I should clap for you. That was like,
Thank you.
like, that was just like such a beautiful way to end things. Honestly, like it starts with you. You don't really need to do something big. You don't need to be the most popular person. The little stuff that you are doing out there, you don't know the difference that it can make in one person's life, one or two person's life. I've not some people have sent me a direct message, like even with my whole small audience. Some people send me a direct message, they're like, thank you. What you said, what you shared was really helpful. So the little you can do really matters. So just start with your own inner circle. And honestly, let's not be shy, especially as ladies. Like some ladies, we are shy. We don't really want to put ourselves out there. We are worried about how other people will see it, whether they will like it, whether they will not like it. But honestly, you have to really, it's like a big issue. Some people are worried that would they like it, would they not like it? It's not really about likes and stuff. It's you putting yourself out there, honestly. As long as it's visible, that's it. Yes, I love the comment somewhere like it doesn't even have to be remarkable. No matter how little it is, it would encourage someone. Honestly, like that's the truth.
Yeah, preach.
That is the truth. Thank you.
It's so important. Yeah, toot your horn, like I say over and again, because you don't have a PR company doing it for you. You are your own PR. Blow your trumpet.
Hey, yes. So I want you to also tell us more about, like you're talking about people we can make impact on our own. So tell us about how you offer services, because I know you said you deal with lots of youth and help them who are going through different things. So how do you offer services?
Okay, so how do I do that? I run a small community of recent graduates and young professionals. We're a community, basically we're doing the most to make ourselves ready for the world of work through skill acquisition. So what I do basically is I do a lot of research. Now I have a team of people that's working with me. So basically what we do is we research, we do a bunch of research, then we share valuable tips, tricks, opportunities with our community. What we are thriving on the most is knowledge sharing. So we have sessions, learning sessions on soft skills, hard skills. We had our first session in January where we had someone talk to us about tech and then another person talk to us about personal branding. Ever since we've been running a weekly newsletter that goes out every Wednesday. And so, yes, that's what it's pretty low key because initially it used to be just me. But now we're going to, I'm going to try to put the word out there. Hi, and so, yes, that's pretty much what I do. My day job is I'm a growth marketer.
How can everybody have access to that? Because the whole knowledge sharing, like, is it a group or is it open to everybody?
So you can join the group from, if you're online and you want to join, I think that some of our members are here already in the audience session, but if you want to join the group, I will share if you go to my link, my bio, you will find the link there, review.substack.com. You can subscribe to our newsletter, and then the link to the WhatsApp group will be sent directly to your email. So once you subscribe, check your email, you'll find the link. If you're interested in the WhatsApp group, you can join the group via the link. If you're not, it's totally fine. Everything that happens, you're probably going to get it via the newsletter, but not in real time because I send that every Wednesday. And so, yeah, that's what I do.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. So you really, like, the group helps Nigerian youths understand the skills that they need to get in order to get themselves out there. That is so important, definitely. That newsletter, I want to sign up and really...
Please do sign up. Thank you.
So thank you for the people who are joining us. If anybody has any, like, question, I feel like what we covered was just really helpful and beneficial. If anybody has any additional question, you can just let me know. Okay, follow the IG page review series. Will do. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. I'm humble at this PR thing, but thank you.
Yes, we'll definitely follow that page. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chika. Like everything you just said was wonderful. You're doing amazing work, and I want to join the next live session that you are hosting, or because you need to talk more and say more things. Like, it's really very encouraging, and we need more youths to just put themselves out there.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for encouraging me to do live, because
Of
if you
course,
hadn't spoken, I probably.
this girl.
Oh,
When I heard you in that our group discussion, I'm just like, yeah, a speaker. So I don't know why you're acting like.
no. So I'm an audio speaker. I like to talk, I like to write, but
Yes,
video is a challenge.
no,
Like, you don't know how
you've
many
done it.
times I've
Yes.
tried to just do this.
Why? Look at your fine face. Why are you saying you're trying?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Like, this was
Thank you so
amazing.
much, Diploma, for having me.
Thank you,
You're doing
people, for
incredible
joining.
work.
Thank you. And we'll keep in touch. Like, there are definitely more
Definitely.
things that we need to do because we have similar
Yes,
interests.
please.
We'll definitely keep in
Yes.
touch. Thank you, people. And I'll see you next episode of Girl Talk with AC. Bye.
All right. Bye.